their map pick of Ancient because Mirage has looked so solid for Virtus.pro. One of these teams leaves IEM Rio after this best of 3. Let's find out which team it will be.
Fast to beat. Astralis not messing around. Straight up the guts. Electronic scattering them across the bomb site. Flit takes one through the smoke and they are kept at bay. A single piece of utility and a couple of pistols does the job. Fame spots him crossing over the ledge. He can fall back, and that's the bomb scene in transit, but it's all a little bit of a ruse. Yabi, if he goes down here, he is all alone.
Yeah, this is tough. Look at how dynamic VP are being. Fame's already pushing A main. You've got the entire defense shuffling over towards mid and A to cover all of this, but it leaves Norbert a little bit on an island. One molly on Yabi, that's it. But Astralis, they group B.
A nice way to at least disperse the CTs. Give yourself some space. That molly goes deep to try and block off the rotations. Means they can try and isolate that fight. Flit has a tiny little angle that he's trying to work in. And Astralis really want to find a kill just to give them the space, but it's not allowed. At least the bomb goes down. A couple of players gooshed. With a 5-on-2. Looks good for VP. Device and Yabi, what can they show? Yabi needs this kill, and now it's all onto Yabi. And he can't get past Fame. VP don't lose a player.
Yeah, brilliant round from VP. Even in the early stages of the round, Electronic deliberately stood and blocked the smoke, landing in at short. So even if Astralis was scaling through VP's defensive smoke at B ramp, there was still so many angles that would be unexpected for Astralis coming up that ramp. So VP's attention to detail in this round is everything. And even here, you know you've got the number of players in your advantage heavily over at CT for VP. So the dual Berettas just swing, Flick creates the space, and then everyone can swarm on Astralis.
I think that, like, because it was all Grish's, I don't think they had to invest much into their armor there. So we get 3 rifles out with lots of util. Electronic dumps all of his immediately in middle, of course. A Hero AK for Device. Now, Device is going to be a player we want to keep an eye on throughout this event, because it's a big question as to where he has been. 0.7 rating versus Heroic, 0.91 versus Eternal Fire, 9.6 versus Spirit, 0.59 versus Vitality. He has had 1 positive map since Cadian took the leadership, and he was the bottom of the board in that positive map. So expectations are high for Device. He gets that first kill.
It's a good start. With 3 players in towards Donut. Device needs to be watching this, and you set the pistols up in close-knit crossfires. He will find another kill, but it's the overwhelming of VP scaling once more with these rifles. No utility is going to be a big factor, so Norbert is going to try and rush with the SMG, but it's still Device hitting all the headshots on the site, and he finds one more. Needs the ace, and he can't quite get it, but surely he's done enough with this damage on Electronic. A 1v1, there's simply no time, there's no kit on the board, and it's that Hero AK, it's Device called into question, and he steps up.
And you ask for a hero, you get a king. Device enters the ring. Hero AK passed on over, a 4K provided. Not even the Force Spy and Astralis get on the board. Where is he? Here he is.
VP were just not ready for the scaling there in towards sight. You can see that Fame is taking the first contact here, but there's no utility whatsoever. And Astralis, they've been able to scavenge that off the bodies on A and then use it against VP. Turn their execute and after plant into something far greater. An immediate rebuttal. Signs of life and strength for Astralis. And they're going to run it right back against lesser weaponry, against the 5.7s. We've got to be careful because Electronic is still here and he's still fighting, can only find the first. But that's Astralis in A.
He needed that multi-kill. That M4 is the closest bit of weaponry. Honestly, Norbert might just look to scavenge. This is a very save-looking round. Where to go? He'll wait around. The very least can get an exit and best case can find that M4. That's nice. Fast call into A. Jame will catch Device, so can maybe get an AK. VP are making it painful, doing damage. These players are also low, so there's actually a chance that everyone goes down from Astralis. See Jame calculating it. They've just about lived. That smoke that enables him to get the AK also saves Yabi and Step, but Astralis convert.
That's expensive. Even though Astralis do get that round, the fact that the pistols just hang about and do the damage is trying to set up VP and make them a little bit more future-proof. Good call out of Astralis, running it right back after it was so easy for you to get into A with a single rifle. It feels exponentially more successful if you go in there with multiple. The buy is still not the best for VP. Couple of save guns. At least Electronic has got the AK. He started off strong. Already think it's that head-to-head between Electronic and Stown. That whilst we got the Orpas matchup, that's the key rifle one. A break on the smoke, flip tucked in the corner. Battle lines drawn in Jaguar.
Yeah, feeling that pressure. That smoke's going to fade shortly, and he currently can't get away. Astralis know they've got him pinned in here, but he's fighting back. Corner an animal. The Jaguar shows its claws. And now the swing through from Norbert gets that trade immediately. Another flash over. Norbert dodges it, ready for the fight, but Yabi overwhelms. 2 big kills in cave. But it's still a 3-on-3, and Yabi's low.
And Electronic is in the power position, tucked in towards Ninja. The contact needs to be taken here from the 5-7, and Fame inadvertently causes that. So Electronic now set up to succeed. You've got to clear this. James on the move, but there strikes Electronic, and he's being dynamic. Knows that these players are coming in, and 2 kills on the AK. Surely that's enough. Stair would need to clutch up in a big way. At least the C4 is planted. But as mentioned, James, he's on this flank already. And as Stair gives it a glance, he now finds himself in Electronic shadow, waiting patiently, but it's James to lock it in. You set up your stars to succeed, and it's VP with another.
That's really unfortunate for Stair, because if he didn't see Fame in short there, he was going to swing on James. But as soon as he spots Fame, he then is focused on that angle, expecting that swing. Fame just stays alive. He was never the threat. He had a 5-7, about 30 HP. This is always about James on the flank. Well played off each other. VP with the recovered AKs, some jiggling around of weaponry, have 3 threatening players, and they are threatening enough to do the job. Bomb plant will at least most certainly allow Astralis to invest into this one. You can see it comes with some issues, but for the most part, you can still make this threatening.
Yeah, I wondered with VP in that round, they had 2 players going in towards Cave to try and help out Flip, but then Electronic left. But it was James and Electronic that could see the bigger picture. You set him up for success on that rifle. You put it in the power spot rather than just invest in everyone. In towards Cave. A fast play up. The Mac 10's it in, but it's Flip that's bullying. Stays ablaze in towards the mouth of Cave, but still comes up with a multi. It's down unexpected. Norbert, again, in this position to completely overlook Norbert. He's looking for a multi-kill. And he can't find it. It's a 2 versus 2. Astralis has still got the sight.
Stown's walked through short. Fame. I think he's lost track of him. That shot now just to try and bait out that Stown hasn't walked into the back lines. Bit of a master at the backstab. Can't pull a fast one on Fame. Stare in the 1v2. Suspects that James has walked out. Sees that head. That's just going to bait in James again and again. James gets the better of Stare. VP take the lead.
Yeah, nice try from Astralis, especially making that move. And I wonder how much of that bait shot was actually a bluff catcher from Fame. He's able to turn around and just get this kill. Presence of mind on display here for VP. They leave no stone unturned. They keep a watchful eye on every possibility. And Norbert even said in that interview with Banks, we know Astralis are going to try and get up to some crazy shenanigans. They attempted it at the end of round 5. And now they're going to try again with a faster play up B, but Norbert ready again. And he disengages to make sure the team is here and to set Flit up for the SMG kills.
Charging through. This is the force bite. Worth noting because they've only gotten a couple of kills. Device. An ace clutch required. Taken down through the smoke. Doesn't even get a chance to play that one out. Astralis have been trying to break through this B bomb site, and with some mixed success. Have been getting that bomb down into the post plant, this time with the Tech 9s, held off by Flit and Norbert. And they do enough.
You can understand the force buy to a certain extent. Even though they didn't get the bomb down in the previous, the VP have been suffering heavy losses in rounds that they've won. It's been 1v1s, just 2 players staying alive every now and then. So you rate the hustle from Astralis, but now they're forced to resign themselves to just Deagles without armor. And now this is an opportunity for the likes of Flit to get involved a little bit more. That spray is messy, but he somehow gets out alive.
Yeah, Flit would be the guy that memorizes the UMP spray pattern so that he can get the kill with the final, like, 5 bullets. Crazy even has a UMP, considering the money, but is that crazy? Actually, you know what? It's not.
It's about knowing the economy. It's also getting multiple players with a piggy bank for James AWP. Not sure if Norbert spotted the boost, but again, VP, they disengage. They're going towards middle to have a little bit of a look, but Astralis are tunnel visioned. They're so focused on B, getting in towards the site with limited weaponry and limited utility. Unless there's some amazing shots here, this will be a 5th round for VP.
Should be. James got the line, off angles established, 1 shot from Stown, leaves it to Cadian. Has armor behind the Tech 9, but a no-scope from James.
All right.
That's one way to do it. Let him know who's boss. We saw Astralis yesterday on Ancient. A little bit different, actually. This feels very kind of B-centric, but what we saw from Astralis yesterday was a bit more defaulty, right? They were very much spreading out and then seeing what they got in their default. And to be fair to them, it worked pretty well, right? They got 6 rounds on that T side versus Heroic. It's the second half that had their struggles. This one might be a bit more about that default, but they've lost their mid player immediately.
Yeah, it's so intrusive from VP, and to a certain extent, you don't really associate this with them. Norbert with the spam. You also saw Flit's POV, bringing down Cadian to basically nothing. This is VP that show intent on upsetting Astralis. Like, that's so brutal, that the fact that you can't see a single player and you just lose your life immediately. And this is the first time we've really seen players go down deep in towards B ramp, and it comes at James AWP. Cadian's got to be careful as he gets boosted, but I feel like the angle should favor him. Shadow spotted. James moves away. That nade will do the job. Not quite. No way he gets away from that.
Dodges it. I love the way they get that kill in lane. It's the standard spray from Norbert, but then with Flits as well, it feels like there's no safe harbor. Really cool way to do a lot of damage, because you're dodging one, you run into the other, and everywhere you go on B, it feels like Norbert lies in wait until he runs out of bullets. The one way to stop him. Cadian's got 5 HP. This round is on Stown, and James waits for the swing. Patience rewards. Cadian doesn't get a chance to find that first kill. VP is steamrolling this side of the map.
And what's interesting, again, is sure, we're in the earliest iteration of Astralis. We've still got question marks about who's going to be the one to provide the output. Who's going to be the one that's going to be the most consistent here. But yesterday versus Heroic, Cadian, sure, he might have had a point to prove, but he was playing lights out, especially on that first map on Mirage. Here, yet to find a kill. Because Device is playing well, that can't come as a consequence for some of your other riflers dropping off. It's a great time to call the pause. The money's still not really here for Astralis. They're going to have to go for this half-buy Tech 9 investment, use one of these rounds as a cooling off, a reset period. Try and figure out, okay, if Virtus.pro are rushing us in towards mid, in towards shelf, that gap, naturally it's going to be towards A. And they found good success over there. You remember that nearly ace from Device with the hero AK? Like, they can get it done. They've already got that track record that they can go A.
I mean, both their rounds are from A. They were consecutive. Gonna try mid this time, not being actively fought by VP, so the space is allowed. The VP obviously know this is going on. The double smoke lands, they hear all of this present, so they got bodies watching this, and in fact, they're basically left B open. VP very responsive. Further smoke lands. Norbert spraying, but it's all a bit of a fake out to bait in Flit, I believe. Electronic also has a nice crossfire. James Orp chimes in. Plenty of players locked in on this position. You're in the red house, and it's your blood that's decorating the walls. Yabi will finally deal something back. The Pistols not getting it done. Katie and Slurk not having fun.
Don't poke the bear. Every single time you see one player of Virtus.pro, expect a second, expect a third. There was so many little crossfires and setups within that one setup in Red Room. Too many layers for Astralis to keep track of. Utilizing the distance really well. The Electronic deep angle in towards Temple. The AWP even taking the contact really far back. Everyone was acutely aware of the space that was deliberately left open. And Astralis just walked straight into the trap. And now it's back to mid again. Regularly scheduled programming for Electronic. It's too easy in mid. I don't think Stairs want to fight out here.
Getting absolutely bullied. Good to see that James having a great game as well. If I'm not wrong, he might be their lowest rated player so far at this event. 0.93 rating. He's not been particularly active in any of their games so far, but in this one, he's having a field day on B. And taking very active lines. Good kill from Stown onto Norbert. Interesting spot for Norbert to be. Astralis might wonder. Not going to deter them from going to A. Fame's low.
They heard the spam coming in from Red Room as well. And if a player's deep in Donut, the only thing you've really got to worry about here for Astralis is A main and Temple. James so far away. In fact, he's going on a lurk with the AWP all the way around. Device catches a few strays here and there. The utility's good for VP, but they need to start making moves. And it starts with James tossing out players in towards Donut.
3 players in Donut, in fact. Electronic smoke, if he's allowed to drop it, is going to be devastating. There is a HE on Cadian, and maybe it won't be needed because Stown is taking them down. James can put it bay, forced off. Flit's sticking around. But I don't think he's got time to even go for the ninja, just looking for the exits. So Astralis will find success. They lost that first fight in middle, and they retake the control.
Yeah, much better on A from Astralis as well in these afterplants, not giving VP any chance to try and fight back. And it was a bit dangerous because the majority of players were in towards Donut, and that one smoke, as you mentioned, could have ruined and scuppered the round. But it goes in towards A main anyway. They also had that fail-safe of an additional player just playing that extremity, and then they could always burst through the smoke, and there might even been a nade that they could use to break it. That's the first time we've seen VP act a little bit sluggish. It comes towards the end of a round. And that was even with them finding the opening kill on Stair, who attempts to announce his arrival in towards middle, but he's kind of been left hung out to dry. The only player here provided any form of resistance. The smokes will aid him, whilst Astralis hedge their bets towards A once more.
Yeah, Astralis are really focusing on what works. At A bomb site, a double up in Donut. Still something to contend with. James Orp lies in wait. He's been dynamic as to where he starts. But Astralis has been allowed good position. Yapi gets boosted. A drop back to default. He has a good line. Removes Fane. Now they start to scale. Good flashbang over, but James adjusts. How many more can he find? Just the one. Stown quick on the trade. Electronics shines through. Able to get one more, but Device can't get the double up, but he's done good damage. I'll stare to step in, drop the flames, and plant the bomb.
Yeah, this time it was also Astralis anticipating there would be another player, but the fact that Flick gets in and gets out. Here's the key round. Right here, Stare anticipating the Flit's going to make a move in towards Red Room. Whilst Norbert creeps and crawls in from Temple, Astralis currently have got all bases covered. But with the attention being diverted, this would give Flit a way in, but Stare is so aware. Time's now ticking. Flit needs this kill, and he can't get it on Stare. And Cadian will finally break his goose egg. Astralis, 4 rounds on the board, 4 rounds secured on the A site.
Flit almost plays that perfectly, but the timing just eludes him. Stare focuses back in, but just as he turns, that's when Flit moves. Good attempts at the trades back and forth here, but Astralis getting the opening kill set them to the advantage early. Good chance to redeem this half after a slow start to affairs. Lost 6 in a row. And chime back with 2. Flit looking for the timing, slings off at perfection, but traded immediately.
But James still in middle. Stare, the smoke has only just dissipated. We'll get the trade, but it's not on the AWPer. At least it's on Electronic. A heavy hitter for VP, but look at how quick they've been. On this reposition, Norbert in a familiar spot, but Fame already out long. An elongated crossfire, but already dispatched off by Yabby. Fame needs a multi-kill.
Often good for it. Yabby's the first to fall. 2 players now swinging him, trying to trade positions. Stare creeps around the angle, gets the headshot, and it falls to Jame. Top of the board right now. Needs to add 2 more to the tally if he wants to find this 8th. And the first was revealed. He tried to play patience, but Device turns, puts him down, and redeems the half for Astralis.
Virtus.pro set the pace, but Astralis found the loophole on that A-bomb site. It gives them a bit of stability at the end of this first half, but it wasn't the T side that was the problem against Heroic. It was that defense that really let them down, and that's where they find themselves.
Honestly, just good to see both sides, put up a competitive half, given both have had their struggles. We'll see if Astralis have made those improvements since the Heroic game. Both teams talked about communication and decision-making as issues. VP, same sort of round they did yesterday, in fact, where dropping the utility. Now scaling. Yabi tucked in, somehow gets fame before Yabi falls to an orbit. Stare able to find the double up. And this is looking done. Flit. 1v4 pistol rounds likely to be exchanged. Device makes it so.
That's some crazy BS that Yabi just gets, where the third guy up ramp is the guy that dies and he's not even the one aiming at him. That's normally me in every single face hit pug. Look, guys, how? How does that happen?
Third.
Ridiculous. And from there, it's Astralis that they keep pressing the issue. Making VP's life just such hard work. Profiting off the fact that they have to go deep to clear Jabby out of that corner. That's a necessary pistol. And that's a little bit of a mood setter for Astralis. Calm things down. You've done the hard work to bring yourself back in, and you're giving yourself a vital leg up here in this second half. Flashbang, brilliant. Stowns making money. This should be the equalization.
Nice and easy. 7. 5 rounds in a row for Astralis. A lot of SMGs invested into this round, and this is where you might see Astralis try and get aggressive. Maybe try and take this lane control early. Try and catch VP off as they just get their rifles out.
VP want to fight mid. They've got 2 players in spawn setting up these flashbangs, but here's that aggression you've been speaking about, not only in elbow, but also in A main. The MP9s double up, and whilst Flit might be able to trade, you've got Yabi already on the flank. This round feels locked in for Astralis.
Yeah, Jane's nowhere to be found, so if these 2 fall, which you feel should be inevitable with the positioning of the CTs. This is a done round. Yabi gets his kill, fame. Caught between 15 different people. Guess what you guys can look forward to for the next minute and 10 seconds? Bit of quality time with Jabe. The saving kind, that is.
I'm gonna go find a nice little corner just to nestle into. I think what's really cool here is that Astralis has shown different levels within this first map, and they've shown themselves trying to take this map control quite a lot, then adjusting. Here on the second half, they're being very responsive and they're being pragmatic. They're trying to set the tempo against VP, and it works in towards middle. The fact that we've already had an A main lurk push from Yabi within 2 rounds of play, with Stown getting aggressive, VP now need to worry just about all of these different angles. And sure, you can argue the toss of this was a bonus round, this was the SMGs, but it's still the confidence to be able to do that, to be able to disrupt, because that is where Virtus.pro were getting a lot of their success. And for Astralis, if they start integrating that into their game style, if they begin focusing on themselves, what can we do well? How can we set up our rifle as Stown and Yabi are having brilliant games?
Nice, boys.
Kom nu, mand! Nice, boys! Kom nu! Kom nu!
There's that energy as well that you need from Kagan. That's what he can bring to this team as well.
Yeah, didn't Rugger say testosterone? That's what Cadian brings. You got that dog in him.
These nades are so brutal every time. 2 HEs hit the deck and just deplete HP. And James, even with low HP, but look at Electronic. He's just run through the smoke, but can only get a kill and a half. This will create space for VP up ledge. James gives it a little bit of a look, but all eyes on Fame. Device is peered and squinted perfectly on him. A 3v2, the advantage still with Astralis. And Stare, if he just turns around, he could kill Flit. It might go the other way. This round's so weird. Look at James.
Okay, the thing is, Flit has to go back to get the ball. Oh, that's the thing.
How has this fallen apart? I don't know.
Runs through with the Tech 9. A kill, a fallback. I don't know how he catches Stare there. Cadian forced the clutch. James' position still unknown. This guy just creeped and crawled his way all the way through to lane. Cadian has a terrifying job to put this one together. Flit's escaped. He picks up a smoke at least, so can drop that forward, but without a kit. Can't even really go for the stick. Maybe he can find this fight. That's a clean kill. The kit's in lane. It's so far removed. Time's not there, and Flit is. What a round from Flit. VP equalize.
We'll have to see on the replay, but I think he spotted Stare, and he knew he had a time in to kill the player up B ramp. That's the only way I can assume. He knew that he had that gap. He comes back on towards B ramp and grabs that kill. He's really anticipating this player here. I think the timing just eludes Stare. And Flit will make the most of it. Keeps VP afloat in a round that definitely didn't look like theirs. But a round in which Astralis have been prone to leaking.
Big props to Electronic there as well for making that play in middle, getting a kill and a half. That gave all the space over. And, well, in this round, Stare spams out Flit. Device gets that pick in A main, gets aggressive with the AWP. Very good start to affairs for Astralis. Flash forward is brilliant though. Norbert gets one back. Yabi, look for the swing. Couldn't quite find the hit, but Shadow spotted. Oh my god, Electronic again. Finding these kills that it feels like he has no right to. And James waits for Stare to walk in. This was a 3-on-5. Now James has the full B bomb site.
They keep overextending Astralis. There's no need. You get the info with one player being flashed in towards Jaguar. Do you need to swing in towards Shelf? Do you need to have Stare so close?
Device can still win this. He just needs to catch this player crossing. Oh, James aware. How does James get that leg?
What?
Device had the opportunity. James takes it away. And he's found a bit of refuge to get the bomb down. Device has to go all the way through A main.
He knows.
James so aware. So aware. Finishes the job he started. And Yabi just doesn't have the info on Electronic. A 3-on-5 converted. Electronic gets that kill on Cadian. And that just causes chaos across the map.
Again, though, this is another round in which Astralis had no business losing. And if anything, they snatched defeat from the jaws of victory. This is another multiple player advantage situation for Astralis. They get the known info of the player trading out on towards Cave. Sure, Cadian's fight's unlucky, but then they keep looking for even further damage here, Astralis. They hang around when all they need to do is concede the control. You know at this point where two players are. They're split up. They're isolated. You pick one. You group up and you make sure that you can trade out. Instead of that, it was individual fights upon individual fights. And it was James just being in the brain of Device because he predicted the red room peak. He then predicts the A main peak. He knows exactly how the AWP is going to play it out because he's been there before 1,000 times over. VP making things difficult for Astralis. For all their hard work, it's themselves that are undoing it.
Brilliance from James. 2 in a row from VP, but Astralis still able to get semblance of buy and a fight in middle, and everyone's blind, but everyone is dead. 3 players burst out elbow, and they leave a body of Danes in middle. Stair will catch Jame off, but what else can he do? Nothing. This is the variation that this VP offers. A bit of pace, a bit of excitement, a bit of acceleration, and a bit of a nightmare for Astralis. Stown looks to make a play. Smoke fades. Electronics close by, and Electronic denies.
Yeah, that's the first time VP have had multiple players in towards middle. Every other time, Astralis have been fighting in their favor. A 2-on-1 on towards Electronic or Norbert. This time it is Fame accelerating, and the nades that bank off the wall do enough damage, and also obscure vision for the Astralis defenders. And you know, when VP get that man advantage, they're not the ones that are going to slip and drop the ball. They have done in the past, but this does feel like VP have been warming up into this tournament. Coincidentally, ever since that near fumble on Inferno, they've been playing it a lot better. Jame is hitting every shot and then some.
Yeah, James been doing his warm-up.
They're on the right spot here, though. There are 3 players here, and Electronic's going to walk by device.
You see the opportunity. Norbert just tries to run through. And despite the numbers, they don't have the weapons. Hitting with just a P250. Look how patient they are. They don't give an inch.
They've even just got a lurker. There's always a lurk element for VP here on these T sides, and somehow, some way, it's always catching Astralis off. This one's just more of a precaution in case the site offense topples at the hands of the pistols. But you're right, VP just pumping the brakes, waiting patiently, and then that enables that lurk. I think it was a Mac 10 in towards Red Room. Coming through just in case. Not necessary, not needed. Another pause being called. Astralis' last 30-second refreshment break. They are 2 steps away from potentially losing their map pick and then going on to Mirage, which feels pretty tricky given you're going up against VP in this form.
Yeah, we saw their Mirage yesterday. 90 didn't get a look in. 13-2. And that was without Jame being an absolute menace like he is today. Fast A. Kaden hears it. VP already flying through. How quick do Astralis want to fight? Very quick. Gabby just jumps into the jaws of Fame. And he's quick to clamp down. Spam does not connect from Cadian. If Astralis lose this, this is map point for VP.
Got to save, though.
They have to concede it.
Well played from VP, and again, a great call out of Jame, because the way they execute into the site, they're already rounding the corner in A main before the CT smokes even hit the deck, even bounced once. You see that Cadian gets caught off a little bit by it in towards Donut, and as he retreats, Astralis tries to get ahead of the play, but it's familiar feelings from yesterday, where one player tries to be the guy. This time it's Yabby, gets set up with a flashbang, but you've got 2 players already holding that smoke just in case. 5 live.
Potentially last discussion as we go into round number 21. VP just need 1. take Astralis' map pick. So it's going fast over the top, looking to pounce onto middle. Flashbang does affect him, and somehow Yabi doubles up.
What?
Full hold on left click gets him one while blind. The second he's able to see.
that round looks so unwinnable, to be honest, for both parties in middle. You expect an even collision there, where there's so many counter flashes. But the spray is great from Yabi, and then Stam re-swings on Shelf and dispatches of another player from VP. It was a flawless round in the previous from the T side, but Astralis battle back with one of their own. 1 minute left for Fame as he tries to inflict as much damage as possible. But recovering that bomb isn't going to be an easy task.
What do you reckon to this double up setup for Ancient? Kind of commits you to playing a player A all the time, right?
Yeah. And the thing is, you feel like it would have to be Cadian, the one that is playing towards A and just committing himself to that. Because firstly, he's the donut player anyway. Secondly, you want Device to be mobile. And Device is the one having the good impact in this game. It does leave you restricted. It does also mean that you need these mid holds, if they are going aggressive with your riflers, to hold firm. That was a good first test, but they need to do it 3 times over. And by having these double orbs, if VP pull out one of these fast rounds, which enable them to get map point in the first place, potentially these snipers can be overrun.
Yeah, good news for Astralis is the VP don't know that they have 2 orbs in play.
Counter-terrorists win.
Yeah, that's the punish, right? We've seen that before against this team. When you notice that double up in play, you know the retakes become tricky. You know where one's going to be posted up, most definitely. Beautiful from Yabi. Three AKs, 2 AWPs. An interesting CT setup. VP put a lot of bodies at B. A boost up. The AWP head-to-head comes to the forefront. Device swings and a great shot onto Dame.
Yeah, nice as well for Stan applying pressure, but Norbert, he's just trying to carve a way up B, but he can't do it. Another rotate appears for Astralis. VP outnumbered. Here's that A main lurk, but it just gets dealt with immediately. Cadian will fall at the hands of Fame. Not like this, Astralis. Don't concede another one. Retrieving the bomb is easy for Flit. It's all about Fame, and his position is somewhat known. They know roughly he was in towards middle a couple of seconds ago. But VP, of course, they're going to pump the brakes because they're going to wait to see if Astralis will walk into their domain. If they'll overextend, the bomb's boosted. Never mind. That is not an easy way to retrieve that.
I feel like he could jump up and get it. He didn't even try.
No,
they're not trying.
So.
They're saving up. Sure, Fame has $8,000, but Electronics 4, so they're going to save double digits for Astralis. Secondary orb doesn't find success, but the rest of the team did. Here's Stera's 14 assists. He's 13 for 14 for 13.
It's a lot of damage, but a lot of damage in towards middle. Astralis are really good when they're taking the fights in the early rounds, and now they're adjusting as well into just recoiling and retreating, setting up into ways in which they can't lose these rounds. Because the mid-fight's been going incredibly well for them. Stan's been a menace over towards Shelf. You feel like the only way VP can sort of have an outlet is if they take a page out of Astralis' strat book and they go back towards A. There's a lot of resources being committed here in mid.
And honestly, Cadian's having a rough one. You can punish him. Fame did that. Electronic has a couple of times. Device starts A though. Just the one AWP this time. Cadian in middle with the M4. Astralis try and bully lane. It's down. Smoked off so he can't get too active, but VP are respecting the door smoke.
Yeah, he's acting really well as a good deterrent for VP away from Cave. His presence alone is forcing them back. It will be this A finish. VP feel like they've done enough in towards mid and outside B to keep Astralis guessing. And so far, this is completely the right call. Cadian will drop a smoke and begin to make his move, but three players are deeply invested in B. The road takes a long way away.
Cadian's going to have to step up. Behind default. You imagine a molly comes his way. Device will be there to support. But not the easiest lying with the AWP. Molly smacks him in the face. Tries to find a bit of space to use, but doesn't work out. Device fully blind, still hits the shot, but can't get away. Oh, maybe he can. Stown bails him out. Keeps that advantage for Astralis. Flick quickly takes it back, but he's put down by Stare, who swings. Jane behind the smoke, Electronic as well. A lot of damage being done both ways. If only Jane knew, he would switch to his sidearm. 14 HP on 2. The AWP misses and Stare hits. We go the full distance.
Nice call from Astralis as well, because they see the smoke has landed in the mid portion of Donut, designed to give VP space, and Astralis want to take it away from them. So as soon as they get players in position, they just burst through the smokes. Device can retreat back, then it's the re-volley of contact from Astralis. Straight out, all aggressive, overwhelming VP, and that's where they've been the most successful, when they take the fight to Virtus.pro.
That is not where the elbow smoke goes. At least it wasn't being challenged by VP early. Cadian spots a mistake and re-smokes. VP group to B.
Interesting call as well here, because you saw Device in the previous round start A. He was in towards Donut. Cadian back sight with the rifle. So for VP, they're trying to play the same round again in terms of the same amount of contact. But last round it was a finish towards A, and Astralis have bitten down on it. Cadian clearing A main is everything, because it means Device and Yabi can go back.
VP are going to put this pressure in middle, and Astralis still have that question mark, so they do have to be worried about it. Cadian's going to clear. This B hit is on its way. Device rotates. 4 players are going to be in place, but Stare falls. Norbert just brute forces his way in. Gabby does get one back, as does Stown. Up the ramp come the 3 remaining VP players. James just going for the bomb plant. Spammed out, doesn't drop him. So they are allowed to get it down. But the post plant doesn't feel good, fully blinded. They are getting assailed by utility. James knows he needs to find this fight first. Give them some sort of advantage. A flash over again is devastating, but they still adjust. Down, trying his best, and it falls to Flit. But only for a moment. Yabi hits the killing blow, and we go to overtime.
Yeah, Astralis worked so hard in that round. VP give them everything. They dodge every piece of utility. They always swing in tandem with one another. And when it boils and comes to that final altercation, Flit tries to back out because he thinks he can play the time. And it's Yabi that catches him. His performance has been undeniable on B alongside Stown. It's that deadly duo that got inherited from Heroic. Now with Cadian at the helm, sure, his individual isn't here, but it's that one push into A main that gives Astralis everything to defend B. Money, not a problem. We run it right back. First to 16, and Stown looks to draw first blood. It won't be him, but at least Stare can trade.
Look at the damage done, though. Yabi and Cadian got absolutely destroyed in middle. VP go to a burst, and they find success. So Astralis start to push. Stare and Device taking good ground. Flit aware of the possibility, but the team now comes back and Device is ready for it. Stare baited in, and Stare needs to deliver. Not sure if he spotted that head. Definitely knows Fame is there. And he's aware. It's been calmed over. Flit makes his way through cave, but Stare's already holding for it. Swings straight in. Stare has locked out B and looks to set up Astralis for their first round in OT.
Their first round in OT, but their 5th round in a row. Momentum is definitely on their side, and they are still fighting for this B lane control and middle, but the slight variation is they bring the AWP over. Device peers deep in towards B doors. That's where VP have been hiding, just whilst all this utility has been dropped. And you see the amount of bodies that VP commit in towards mid early, you know you've got space to make this play. And it's Stare just being aware, moving, checking cave, making sure that there can't be any shenanigans afoot for Virtus.pro. They already take their only timeout in overtime immediately.
This map's been a great test of the resilience. A lot of their games have been one-sided one way or the other, or when they're in the lead, it's kind of in the mid portion, they just fall off. We haven't got to see the comeback from them. And this one's been grand. 4 in a row to force OT. First round is theirs. Not normally how the script goes. That just shows how that momentum truly is with them. Stound's aggressive in A main. He's about to meet them. Fame Shadow spotted. And Stound doesn't miss those. Needs to be careful though. They keep coming and he will fall.
They're contemplating. They were really contemplating pushing that elbow. And I think that's why Stound's got caught in transition there. Because if he hangs around, he can sell the idea that they're not going to push through mid. Instead, he's dropped. Device, a smoke break, but nothing. Vision obscured. Both by smoke, both by flash. At least there's 2 players in Donut for Astralis. Electronic is just going to push the issue, and that's to his detriment. It's VP this time trying to overstep, trying to put themselves back in a favorable position. And if anything, it's just made them a hell lot of a worse off.
Yeah, he was trying to molly Cadian out, but ended up mollying himself, running into it. Stare does offer up a sacrifice. Device's AWP fires. Flit, oh my god, Flit! He's managed to wrest this one back for VP, and it falls to Device, who walks through his smoke straight to Flit. Insanity to get VP their first round in OT.
An awesome foursome from Flit. And it's literally because, again, Astralis, they've got everything at their disposal. But as soon as Stare walks in from CT, they try and swing. Device gets spotted at Temple. He's falling back. The Donut players think they've got an opportunity, but it's Flit on the edge of the smoke. Disrupting, dismantling Astralis. Another one of these gimme rounds offered up as a freebie by the Danes. And it gives VP continuously a way back in. And a way they seek in towards A once more.
Cadian's locked up in the Iron Maiden the way he's being punished right now. It is painful. Locked into Donut, Stound and Yabi. Forced to watch on as VP hound them from every direction. Flit's holding again. Flit is always holding. The gatekeeper. There is no way in. VP, 2 rounds in OT.
Yeah, Agents of Chaos, RVP. And again, it's Electronic being that lurking towards mid, just ensuring that the retake is only going to be one-dimensional, and he's already delaying and disrupting to give VP better shots at creating crossfires and better after-plant positions. Well, how the tables could turn, how the game can just flip in an instant. Because Astralis were in control. They had the momentum. They give 1 round back to VP, and they suffer not once but twice.
How the game can flit in an instant.
That is true. He has been undeniable in OT.
Astralis looked like they wanted to go A fast. They definitely put the pressure on there. A lot of noise, a lot of util just to draw VP over, but not committing. Jam again on this very active line in B. He's the only one over here, so he needs to be.
They're just making a read. If Astralis reset in towards middle, then you have got, well, you did have Fame and Electronic. Fame will leave mid, a vulnerability, but a deliberate one made by VP to reinforce A and to try and deal with Stown. Getting past Electronic and Norbert in this setup is going to be difficult.
Yeah, Molly will surely give Norbert's position over, but Electronic's just waiting for this swing. Stown dodges the flash and adjusts. Really selling this A play, but VP don't budge on B. Stown's doing his job, but James edges forward, hits the leg shot, somehow still living, 1 HP, run down by Stare, and Fame fully blinded, can't connect the shots. Manages to get away and still deals back a kill on Decadian. 3-on-3, put into a 3-on-2. Device catches the lurk. Fame and Flit walk out through the smoke. Fame on low HP, willing to take the risk. Tap on the bomb. Stare finds that one easy. And for all, Flit has been undeniable. A 1v3, not going to get started.
Such an important moment in this match. Not only from the lurk out of A main from Stown, keeping VP there, but Device's kill. The fact he walks back down B ramp and deals with the player that can't go in towards Cave, can't kill Stare on low HP, can't upset Astralis. That round, that kill right there on Norbert wins Astralis that round single-handedly.
That's the sort of T-side round we expect from Cadian's Astralis. Pulling at the strings, the puppet master, manipulating those rotations. Keeping VP in the dark. Flash forward, Fame adjusts. Again, brought down low, but Fame always finds a way to survive.
I remember yesterday, 2 HP and gets like 4 kills at the base of A main and A site. I just can't believe in that last round that James has been holding that same line for about 90 seconds. And the moment Astralis look to set up is when he swings and he gets caught off guard. If he just holds that angle, he can get 1 kill and fall back. Astralis are going to try the B play again. They feel this is where they can find map point.
It's going to be tough. Fame's already pushed the extremities using that low HP and the risk. It does mean there's the 3 players here. 2 of them are forced out. Electronic is isolated in the cubby, fully blind. Stare will remove him with ease. But Fame's on the fast flank. Device does not know he's this close. And he sees so many backs. Device on a swivel denies Fame. And now Stare up close, not ready for Norbert. Yappy's still low. And James gets caught. Cadian, big kill. Norbert trying to stick it, takes the first kill, and he's holding them at bay.
No.
He's just going to ninja it straight in front of them. Norbert. Unbelievable. Map point again for VP.
That's the only way they can win that round. Norbert tapping the bomb, getting the kill on the B ramp play, and James gives the info over. 2 players are swinging me deep in shelf. They're stuck at the halfway point between Cave and B ramp. Give it a go, Norbert. Give it a 5-second stick. It's robbery in broad daylight on Ancient from VP.
And I will say it speaks well to Astralis' game plan that this is so even with Cadian on 6 kills. Look at the kill spread elsewhere.
No.
Oh, Stown, if you just walked around that corner, you had the read. But Fame, he has all of the power. Device will finally run him down. But again, it's Astralis with a man deficit, but Stare has the timing and potential for the multi. The spray does not convert. HE forward, Electronic fully blinded, and Gabby has wrested it back. It falls to Norbert again. He ninjaed last round. In this one, he needs the 1-on-2. Sits in the smoke. Astralis pause. Expecting a movement. Norbert starts to prowl.
It's just a guessing game. Where is Norbert? Where could he be? Yabi now looks in CT and will get the best of him. Astralis live on. Another overtime forced in this game, and they walk straight into fame. The fact he gets 2 kills there, a 5v3, you think it's all said and done, and then it's Yabi with the rebuttal. Just when they needed him, he stands up, and he's formidable. On these site takes, on these executes, good for a multi-kill. They extend play.
Electronic didn't know Wishfay was up there. He just needed to hit crouch and he lives. He didn't know what was going on. 3 players committed middle, including James AWP. They get the control. It comes at a bit of a cost. VP have found themselves on map point on 5 occasions and have not been able to close it.
That is a great start, though. Flit catches and punishes Stown. Yabi can't trade, and normally that's the outlet for Astralis. They're always good for the trade, and Flit finds one more. Adds another head to his mantelpiece. The boost up for Device should deal with Jame, but no, of course. Jame is omniscient. And the deeper overtime goes, the questions become even more clearer for Astralis, because this is the first longest game you've had under Cadian's leadership with this organization. What do the ideas become? And what do VP have in the tank to throw at you? How can you keep adjusting to something that keeps evolving?
Oh my god, Jame. Filthy. A lot being said in this timeout. VP get the first one after failing to secure Astralis' map pick. Flashbacks to the 9Z game, which they almost completely threw. 9Z almost forced that comeback. This time, Astralis have done it. They still chase that elusive closer. And Astralis called their timeout immediately after.
That looks intense. It's the same thing that happened when Astralis drew first blood in their overtime. A timeout from the opposition team to get the game plan back on track. But that also gives 30 seconds for Virtus.pro to reinvent themselves once more. It's the T side of Astralis that was very good in that first OT. It's the T side that was getting them the foundations of something to work with in that first half. Jame has found Cadian. This head-to-head has been one-way traffic.
And yet Astralis persist. Cadian be damned. Into A, Jame blows the smoke perfectly. Another kill back, and Electronic sprays them down. VP off the double timeouts. Stand tall, down. Third Orpa on the squad. Gets 1 kill, but it's Jame that stands tall. 3 for him. And VP First 2 rounds in double OT.
It's actually kind of incredible that Astralis are even in double overtime with Cadian on 6 kills. And James just now being dynamic. He was everywhere this round. Killing everyone. Even breaking smokes. Not allowing Astralis a safe foothold in towards the A site. And now there's no AWP for Device, for Astralis. Electronic full blind. Everyone's blind, but Fame is there on the backup. The first responder on the scene in middle for VP, and it nets them a player advantage. And look at them disengage. They do not want to throw this away.
Smoke's gonna fade. James aware. Cadian, again, felled by the IGL. Stan will get that trade. Fame slips in. Forced off. Information as well. Fancies his shot with the AWP. He has the bomb. So it's slightly uncomfortable, and VP have rotated players to A.
Gap in the smoke as well. Yabby. Lucky not to be taken down, but it's information. It's an opportunity for Stan. The difficulty is, with Device clearing cave, you've got to get Stan out of middle with the bomb. Because currently B, there's a red carpet that Device can roll out. And it's empty. But here's the danger. Norbert sees the flash, and he drops the bomb. Norbert wants even more after spotting Yabby. And he's just delaying. Jiggling. Showing a little bit of shoulder to get both Flit and Electronic involved in the fun. And Device with 20 seconds and a shadow spotted. This would be an unbelievable 1 versus 3. I just don't think he's got the time to achieve it. First headshot is his. But where Virtus.pro gotten off to, it's a crossfire. Right in between the bomb, and as he looks one way, it's Flit that strikes from the other. It is a full house on that CT side of second OT for VP.
Yeah, Fame was running away. So there was just no way for Device to win that, even if he found that second kill, sorry. Norbert wins this round. Finds that kill, drops the bomb, buys time for his team. VP, 3 chances to close. And you know where the success has come? It's been middle. James looks to post up early. Yabby solo there. Good spam from Seth. He's pinned though. Flames at his back. Flit can't swing. Flashbang's being called in just to bail him out, and he does get away.
Brilliant. Well handled from Device and Stare, just to ensure that he preserves his life. Stown is pushed up pretty aggressively in towards cave. He knows damage is low, so if he can hit a wallbang, if he can find an opportunity to give Astralis the lead, he will try. Wastes some burns and molly out of VP's pockets, but in the meantime, they've got middle and they've got Jane posted on an angle, but Device is here as well. Finds the first kill on towards Fame. That interests Jame. He wants more. And Device? Has he been heard moving away?
Most certainly.
Now definitely.
Yeah, they definitely know now. So you wonder if Jame wants to get more active on that line so he can catch off the rotates. But instead he's just holding the position for the push. But that's actually coming from behind. Cadian's flanked all the way to elbow, but if he goes through T-spawn, he's completely missed them. Starts to come back now that the comms are that Donuts the play. 20 seconds remain. A smoke lands, Yabby spams. So much damage been inflicted by Astralis. But James cutting off the rotations. Cadian falls and the bomb gets planted. VP with low HP have a chance, but they're losing players. James got to be the one that delivers, and he is doing just that. No smoke for Donut. Nothing to block this line of sight. James not missing too many. That one is. Allows Stead to get close. And now it's just James. It's just James. Surely. With all of these players trained on his position, they're just waiting for the swing, and Stare will confirm the kill.
They leave it right to the last second, though. I tell you what, they gave James a lot of respect, but there was no way they were losing that round unless James hits a nutmeg AWP shot underneath staring Donut to deny the bomb diffuser. Well played from Astralis just to handle this. You feel like VP have got a really good read of the situation. They find the gap. Norbert and Electronic both considered elbow as a possibility because A main was open for so long. And when they didn't see the peak, they just gambled that the player on site was either A main or had pushed into B. And A is where they feel like they can end this game once and for all.
Cadian has been the weakest link, and VP have been breaking him time and time again. Unraveling these CT setups. Electronic's given time to walk middle to get his eyes on Donut, which gets smoked off. And Cadian calls for reinforcements. The smokes are landing. He's fully blinded. But the commitment's not coming. Electronic, he walks through. Oh, the timing is brilliant. Catches device. But the rest of the team is still stuck in A, and maybe this is Cadian's chance for redemption. Almost two. But still an advantage for VP. James on the line. If they swing, he's ready. But Yabi, a bit quicker on the trigger. Electronic spots the rotation. Again, a chance to deny. Electronic has cut off B. The bomb can make its way. And Flit on this off angle still gets cleared.
At least they can go A. Sorry, at least they can go B. Astralis have just locked out A. Yabi with 2 crucial kills to keep this in contention. And now, potentially he needs 2 more. They've both got kits. There's no utility to be scavenged off of bodies that all litter in towards A. Maybe Device had something. But they need to do everything. And where have VP gotten off to? They are playing so deep, so passive. There is no way you can clear them out. You got to go for a gamble at some stage. You have to try and defuse, but look at where it's planted. It's so open for Electronic. And he's just playing the time. Norbert will backstabbing Cave, and Electronic delivers it. Signed and sealed for VP. They take Astralis' map pick, but it nearly falls at the hands of Astralis. Double OT on Ancient. It was dynamic. There was a lot of moving pieces. The Extremity players were getting all the information to get the correct reads on the stacks, and they were shutting out Virtus.pro a lot there on that defense. It will be the same on Mirage, you expect, and that's where Astralis will find themselves here on this second map. They've already got 1 foot in the aeroplane, and Virtus.pro are looking to throw them completely in the hole.
Yeah, good news, at least they start on the CT side. They got 1 T round versus Heroic. Remember, they had that 8-4 lead in the first half. A single T round. And VP devastated 9Z. 13-2 on the same map. So VP are going to feel like they have every opportunity to close this. A fun setup at the ticket. I've got 3 inspectors. Hoping to see if anyone enters the A bomb site. And well, they're going to be greeted by 5 VP players.
Yeah, you're probably going to be greeted by 5 VP players a lot in this first half. VP have an affinity towards this A bomb site. As they line up the smokes. There's only 1 flashbang, but at least the personnel are here, as you mentioned. Device taking contact, trying to bait in the dual Berettas, and hoping that VP will fall right into the clutches of them.
Oh, it's a little sandwich, a little tripwire, but they don't push forward. You expect often that it's going to be that push into CT spawn, but it doesn't come. They have to fight for the dualies, can't deny the bomb. Damage done, Fame and Flit take a kill apiece, down, brought down low. And James still lies in wait, waiting for the swing. Yabi does get success, looking for the second. It's messy. Neither player finding success. Time's ticking down, down. Can he scale onto James? No, James ready for it. Can't get past Yabi, who is doing all the work for Astralis right now, and literally all of the work. Fame with the 1 tap has denied Yabi, and with it the round.
Well, what a chaotic way to start this pistol. It's, yeah, the human tripwire set up by Astralis. It's the spidey senses of Norbert not to extend round the corner. VP going towards jungle and connector, and Yabby is just deleting them on that site. Insane. Triple from him, but then the fadeaway shot. Fame has to reply with something just as breathtaking. They just about, as they did on Ancient, get over the line. That is so insane from Yabby.
It's enough for him to then drop an M4 to Stown. All your hard work rewarded to your brother in arms. Cadian needs to be perfect with this. They're just going to force their way through before the smoke even gets a chance to bloom. Stare has nowhere to go. Smoke somehow misses.
No.
Goes past the flames. Yabby gets the double, though. Not gifted the M4, but makes it work with the pistols. Can Device get his dig into action? Can he delay enough for Stown's flank through main to do all of the work? This has been setting up for Stown. This entire round has been about Stown, and even blinding himself, he converts the spray. And it's on to James. Slides into connector. Device in the window, makes the footsteps down also loud. So James knows what the play is. Stown clears. The hero M4 delivers. Yabby drops it to Stown, gets a double of his own, and between the duo, they get the first round for Astralis.
Yeah, that's the hero moment from Stown, but it's Yabby again, because it's VP breaching in towards A, making mincemeat of all the Astralis players along the way, and then Yabby does this. 2 quick kills, completely slows the tempo down from VP. They're so paranoid about Device being in jungle or connector. And that gives the time for Stown to move in. They double swing. They battle back. There's going to be another one of these maps.
Gonna be the eco for VP. Not quite the fast boost, nor the quick movement onto the van. It's Cadian wanting to get some kills early. By God, he needs them.
It's going to be another one of these rounds in which VP will bleed out the clock. Try and burn all the utility away from Astralis. Cadian just jump in again, trying to settle Device in a position in which he can succeed. Bomb plant is primary objective here for VP. Of course, any damage along the way will be looking very good. Norbert gets a chance, but it's Device that will swing. And suddenly, B-Apps is off limits.
Well, James has something to say about it. Yoink, he'll take that every day. Split asks for the dig. Down's already pushed deep, though, so escaping back to A is out of the question. Yabby is holding underpass as well, so it's down. Looking for a quick cleanup. James will get about the same amount of money whether he lives or dies. So saving, not that important. Would rather go down and not risk falling after time. It's an AK for the CTs. Put back into their hands.
Yeah, good move out Stown, just to push in towards mid, just to cut off the rotation. Cadian could also step in towards short and fall back, cover underpass, but they just walk straight in to the setup here. Easy done. You don't expect too much out of that round for VP. All attention gets recentered into this. Short jump's been made for Device. And with a break on the smoke, he finds no info right now. VP are patient and they are waiting.
Miss Molly. VP happy to take the control. Norbert takes down. Electronic looking to find space on B. Device is walking knife out. Electronic. Oh my God. They're so close to him. He has a chance for 2. Not going to expect Cadian. So at least that trade comes immediately, but Fame finds Yabby, and that's opened up an avenue to A. Stare does catch Norbert on the push, but now you know this is the only player on this side of the map. You remove him, you remove any defenders. Does Cadian really want to stick around? 1 versus 3. Chances limited, holding the AK, the best option.
VP and their T sides, it's electronic. Normally it's him out towards Palace. This round he starts in towards B main and he just takes that opportunity and runs with it. The fact he's able to get rid of Device and his presence alone roots Cadian and allows VP to explore other opportunities around the map and make good on their promise of the mid control in the early round. Delivered on a platter by Norbert. Really good discipline out of VP, not to immediately bite down on that B lurk as well. Electronic just relays the info, and from there they all group, they deal with Stare, and they convert the round with ease.
Meanwhile, on the A stream, Brandon, after a dominant map plan from Mongols, 13-2 on Anubis, which was Tunnel Fire's map pick, Mirage, the pick of Mongols, goes the other way. 13-8, so that one's going to a map 3. We'll soon see if this series will share a similar fate. VP win this round. Start to run away with the T side. Device on a scout. Can at least be mobile with it.
He needs to be the one to take the contact, really. Yabby's made noise falling off, so he gets a little bit more deeper in towards this angle. Frees up Device just to focus on connector. Yabby gets split on. At least he trades, but it's that duo. Stown and Yabby dealt with early. Device has hit a big nade on towards Flit. But Flit doesn't care. He's already in the window. Cadian keeping account of it. VP looking to pump the brakes, looking to find the outlet in this round. Currently, it looks like B is open, bar this market player.
And the question is, do VP feel like it is? That smoke's thrown just to sell the idea that Flit isn't in window. Try and bait Cadian in for the push. Device's scout doesn't connect. Remember, Stare is in the Palace. Stare's the player that can step up. Finds his kill, but brought low. So even on the health bars, Cadian's going to move around to help out Device. Again, can't quite hit the shot on the flick over. A tag onto Norbert, who dodges below Cadian, trying to deny the bomb. It's messy, takes the kill, but the bomb goes down. It might not matter though. Flit on the flank with 12 HP. Bomb is planted somewhat for him. A tap on it, first player delivered. Is Device just going to stick this? 10 seconds. He can't, surely. Worried about that swing. Time, a big issue. Not a kid in play. And Flit just doesn't reveal himself. With a low HP, he doesn't have to. Flit gets his kill and tucks tail and runs, and that's enough for the round.
Imagine if Device just sticks that. He had the right idea. In these post plants, VP are waiting until the last possible second to peek. That was the same on Ancient. It reigns true here on Mirage, and that was a really nice attempt. I really like the idea there for Astralis. You keep Stare in Palace, and as soon as you get him taking contact, that's where the CT players start to swing. But Flit, we spoke about patience out of Virtus.pro. He waits until the best possible moment for him to activate his flank. Stare had no idea. They still want 30 seconds because that was a round in which there was a scout. There was obviously a saved M4 in the mix. The buy's not going to be great here for Astralis, but they're still doing damage with a limited weaponry that they've been able to bring forward into these rounds. These rounds have not looked clean. They've not looked secure. VP do not want to fall back into old habits.
Electronic yet to really be fully realised in the server. A couple of impact rounds on map 1, but overall was one of the quieter players. Expect him to be loud on Mirage. Force Spy with 2 rifles. The saved AK and Stown's M4, which gets aggressive. He is on an absolute island here. The hurricane of VP is just around the corner. Who makes the first move? Fame's waiting for a swing, jiggling the angle. Now they look ready to progress. Fame, shadow spotted, Sound ready for this fight. Lets them know his position and he gets scared, falls off.
What?
Somehow, the drive-by ding from Fame almost takes him down.
How is Fame allowed to do that? Running Mag 10 full blind. He does 98 points of health, but more importantly, takes the space for VP. The jiggle, that's all they wanted. The confirmed info that Stown was deep mid. If they walk into B there, they are walking into a trap. Stare starts to push forward. Does he go through the smoke? Does he dare push? No. Just tucked in on the edge. But into B is the stack, is the nasty surprise. And VP, they don't want anything to do with it. So it needs to be Stare. It has to be. Just in connector. There's the first and the second. That's monumental from Stare. And he might have done enough to put Astralis in the driving seat.
Stare on Stare. Meets Despair. The spam from Device. He had a chance there. But Fame's able to remove him. And for all Stare's heavy lifting with the Deagle, it might be in vain. Stown is tapped by James on the shoulder. Told to sit down. And that's Cadian's cue. Reroute, but I think he's out.
I think Device could see the bomb plant. I think the foot was sticking out. Oh, Stare does so much in that round to make it a possibility. He's on his own. He's stuck in a corner and he fights his way out of it so damn well. But it's VP. Whenever you put them on these sites, you got to look at the way that they're taking all of them, because you got the covering fire in towards CT, Device gone in an instant. James just swinging, dealing with Stown, but you've also got the player that is now repositioned towards ramp that can swing at any moment. That's such a nice attempt from Stare and Astralis. Doing the damage. They don't keep anyone alive. So again, with all these forces comes consequence.
The most exciting thing in this round is there's Zeus for Stare. Ooh, a little bit of leg. Okay, maybe some more excitement elsewhere. Stown has hit a headshot onto Fame. Stare. Oh, Electronic knows what's up. Stare will have to wait a little while before he can give that one another go. And VP.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
In that flank.
Yeah, this is really quick. And VP have been really good at actually getting away from these traps that Astralis have been trying to put in for them. This time they need to fight their way out. And no way. James gave it a look. That timing is everything. Cadian goes for the gun. James notices. It gets picked up off the floor. It was gluttonous from Cadian. He gets punished by the master in the dark arts of saving. Stown now tries to find more than just his opening kill, but he's on such low HP. They double swing connector. These 1-for-1s aren't favouring Astralis because Electronic is there in Palace.
Electronic arrives in style, deals with the chaos. I mean, you can't dangle an AK right there when you feel like you got that timing. I don't think you can blame Katie and all. I'm not even sure if that's what the trigger was. I think Jane was just looking back. Might have just seen that shoulder a bit further from the angle than Katie was, so I guess that slight advantage. Right versus left eye. Cadian's timing falls. That was just the eco, but let's make it look interesting for a moment.
This is the first time we've had a proper gun round out of these two. No AWP for James. You've got one on Device. Where's he starting? In towards short, holding for middle. And VP, they're going back to their favorite destination in IEM Rio. This A-bomb site on Mirage. Palace re-smoke gives a little bit more leverage to Yabby in towards Sandwich. And with their jump spotting, they're really trying to sell the idea that Yabby isn't there.
There are going to be a lot of bodies here. Cadian's rotated. He's made the right call. This is where the play's coming. Yabby full blinded, tucked into Sandwich. A lot of utility flying by, but he's undetected thus far. And players just run by him. They do not clear Yabby, and they make a fatal mistake. James answers back with 25 seconds and counting. His chances are limited. Device slides in, surely. Ooh. James does jiggle it, but time's not there. Well held by Yabby.
VP just didn't put enough pressure there in towards mid. They didn't blanket it with utility. They didn't send a player like they normally do to try and argue the conversation that they were interested in towards middle. And Device has been held. He's not been flashed. He's not been smoked. Nothing in mid, guys. Cadian, get on your bike to A. Yabby uncleared. Undeterred by the pressure. An important moment for Astralis because you feel like they have been building into this game, but the round count has not been going their way. So now when the guns are here, when they've got everything at their disposal, it's Yabby that makes the impact.
I mean, he's been doing it constantly for Astralis. 12 kills in this map already. Started with the pistol quad. We have a hero rifle saved over by James. Flip there with armor if he does fall. This can be a good chance for Astralis to claw back in. We saw what Device was able to do with the hero AK earlier. Can James replicate that success?
Yabby, right place, right time. You would feel he's holding for that bench jump up. Instead, it's going to be a boost on the other side for James to peer into jungle. Electronics just walk through the A main smoke. Is out ramp. Is waiting. Device now joins Yabby. Oh, if they turned around on that boost, that could have been a bit deadly. But Stown does come in. James and Flit will hit one apiece. Remember, the AK is still in play, and James finds Device. How was this round turned on its head? It needs to be Cadian, and it needs to be Stare.
Cadian's got the line, needs to find the shots. Damage being done, it's set up Stare. Cadian's the distraction, Stare is the closer. Flit recovers the AK, but the bomb is on the A bomb side. They were trying to get the sneaky plant off that contact, but Flit, there's a world. Stare is behind default. Moving about, Flit doesn't have the information with 10 seconds on the clock. He needs to find this kill ASAP. He's taking his time with it. He's just going to commit the bomb, taps it, hoping for the swing, but it's going to be given, and it's not the angle he anticipates. The hero AK almost does it all, but Stare holds true.
Yeah, well done from Cadian for committing to that fight on towards short, because that gives the space, and it's good from Stare that he actually activates off the back of it, because he's on such low HP, and he still goes around the corner. He still capitalizes on the attention that Cadian has drawn, and from there, the world is his oyster on that A-bomb site. A reposition. There's no way in hell Flit was going to expect that one. But so much damage, Device has spotted him. In towards middle, Flit needs to get out, and somehow he does. He escapes temporarily.
Cadian's taking a lot of control. Falls back. Maybe he's taking a leaf out of Kicksand's book, who is really asserting that control against them yesterday. But it's all to set up Device to swing in. You're not expecting the AWP after you've seen Cadian dancing around. And now Device has that nice new angle. Waiting for the swing. Flash over. Brilliant. Manages the duck, but he's in trouble. Oh, no, he is the trouble. No chance in orbit. Electronic now makes the play. Finds his space, but stays fully aware. Denied.
Oh, Device. He just hits the no-scope like it's nothing. Full blinded, tanks the spam from Norbert. Norbert really thinks he can just close the distance, get the kill. Oh, the last thing Device would expect is for me to scale in the window. He just swats him away like an annoying little mosquito. And again, it's that dynamic pushing out of Astralis. Stair has started in Palace some rounds. He's been over towards CT. This time he goes on a little walk towards A ramp. And Electronic was trying to provide the room. Trying to be the loophole for VP. But instead they just have to save to spare their blushes. This was looking dominant, and yet again it's a first round revival for Astralis.
Yeah, Electronic, I think he might have seen the rotation from Ticket or got some whiff of it, so he catches that timing, but if he'd gone silently down the ladder, might have been able to avoid Stair or even catch him off, but the decision to drop is all Stair needs. And Device, this is a great setup, right? Kadian gets super aggressive, makes it feel that he's fallen off after the contact, that maybe there's some space to be gained here, and that's when Device slips in, gets aggro himself.
He can't believe it. He cannot believe that's just happened to him. A lot of famous AWP players are taking shape over there on the B apartments. VP, the need for another timeout grows too much to bear. They've got what into this round? A couple of AKs, a couple of Tech 9s, I think with the loss bonus. Haven't been able to get the bomb down in a number of these rounds, and that is really preventing their economy to flourish. Yeah, this does not look great. There's two smokes, one molly.
Norbert walks through in middle. He's there to bait out and give James the chance. Yabi from above, though. Oh, did he spot that?
Not see him.
I don't know if he did. Doesn't matter. Norbert will get that trade. Yabi's convinced something's coming from top middle. Stair, pull out. Mid-jump, Electronic comes around the corner. Kadian, blinded, still able to adjust, but Electronic gets the trade. The bomb's down, and you've still got Norbert in the backlines. Not for long, though. Yabi will remove that threat. Now they can focus forward. They've got the kit. They've got smokes. Electronics on half HP. Defensive smoke dribbled forward just to give something to work with, make it uncomfortable for Astralis. But I think that's planted towards default. Not ideal for these two players. But time's ticking. A commitment now on the stick. Can Flit deny? First kill's his, but not planted for him. Yabi diffuses under his nose. Flit will live with 1 HP, but it's Astralis that take the round.
And to be honest, again, I think a lot of that is drawn from Kadian. Because he goes further forward, he's fighting really aggressively out from jungle. That gives VP uncertainty. Because you've got Norbert in underpass, you don't know players about jungle, you don't know players in towards CT. So rather than take that space, VP go back to the one area they know is deemed safe, and that's A ramp. But it will cost them. They can't defend the bomb being defused. Stout's just running through utility. They want to brute force this fight in middle. And it goes Virtus.pro's way. James will shave some years off his life, but it's Flit that finds 2. Device needs to get a trade, and he will find 1. He even wants the rifle, and Electronics caught out in the meantime on his lurking Palace.
Kadian finally getting a big moment. If he'd fallen there, that was the opening into B. Look a little flustered still in these moments, but he's delivered with the multi-kill, and that should be enough for this defense, unless he falls to James. If James catches him, that's the chance. Fame is on a very late lurk. James looks to delay. 3 HP. Fame spots 1. That's the AWP. Kadian still known, so you've got information on 2. Fame's just going to walk by.
Look at this.
Trigger discipline. Wants to try and find Kadian. He's just walked all the way by him, completely disregarding. And there's Kadian spotted. Now you know this AWP is in play. You know exactly where it was. Risky business for James. Device negated by Fame. Bomb allowed to go down, but you've still got this lurk. Yabi is pushed all the way through the apartments. The next level, not anticipated.
Oh, the timing as well there. James just walks by the pillar. And now he's front-facing, and that allows Fame to adjust. Fame has done everything in this round, and it would need to be Device. A hero play replicated with one of the stars of Astralis. But Time, they're not giving him anything. Nice shot on James, but no kit to work with. This will be Virtus.pro's 6th, all at the hands of Fame.
Fine margins has been the story between these two teams. First map took double OT. We are tied up 6-6 at the half here. Astralis got 8 on their CT half first heroic. Found 1 T round. They're going to need to deliver a lot more here if they want to stay alive in Rio.
Very fast and direct. The call for Astralis is straight out A with pace. Fun smoke that bounces top connector. Completely prevents Fame from having any say into the round temporarily. And for VP, It's around the world. Jame already beginning the adventure in towards T-spawn, in towards ramp. But this jungle fight will dictate a lot. And it comes out ahead on Astralis with the dink and the space.
Device is ready for this push. But is he ready for two? Not ready for Jame from above. And now you got a second player that's unknown coming through there. Norbert does have a kit and smoke. We're already seeing what VP can do with that duo. Stown will remove one, but Norbert and Fame find their kills. And Fame has destroyed them. Flit with another. The kit and smoke not even needed in the end. VP roll out the red carpet to the A bomb site, but it's all by design. You walk right into James' web and you become entangled.
And that is Fame again in back-to-back rounds, providing significant output and relief for VP. Because this looks so tough, but this is where you become trapped from Astralis. So many players all swinging at once.
I swear to God that Fame gets half his kills with less than 10 HP.
Probably.
He's fearless. Despite the bomb plant, Astralis played the long game, not forcing into this one. Similar round was what VP stumbled to against Mongols, but they're looking a lot better here. Ow. Stown. Can't hit a second, but the bomb plant allowed again. So already a win for Astralis. Any further damage would be great. Norbert looking to mop up with the MP9. And does look like a cleanup on aisle A. Electronics just looking for more kills.
Okay, so look, one kill, but bomb plant. That was the primary objective of that round for Astralis. Now they've got everything. Cadian can even drop an AWP over to Device if he wants to. But so far, so smooth for VP. Everything has felt like they are in control, apart from this banger from Stown. Yeah, I'm a little bit nervous for the T side here for Astralis, but they've been playing a lot better from what we've seen from them out of that heroic game. So I got faith they can bring this back. I got faith that they can do some good work here on the T side. Fighting towards middle. Flit wants to get up in Astralis' grill. And that nade hits there right in the face. That is a lot of damage being inflicted and a lot of info being given to VP.
Yeah, since Astralis back, Stair wanted to fight forward, but deterred by the HE. A flash though being set up, so might be a bit of a reaggress. Flit's in a position where he can fall back safely. That one goes the other way, so Stair fully caught by it. Electronic now looks to step in. They actually don't have the information on top mid control. You can see Electronic's a little bit worried. And nothing swings. Norbert's holding underpass. Very exposed is Norbert, so he's relying on Flit and Electronic here. A re-smoke for window. Electronic swings forward. Device hits the shot. Norbert now looks back, and between him and Flit, they're able to keep Device at bay. But the scaling is very fast out Cadian. Fame was not ready, but Jame was. Removes Yabby.
Yeah, so they have to go connector now at Astralis. They need to go in towards A, and it's empty. It's completely free. Jame missed a sitter.
He doesn't stop the AWP. Fame wanted the AWP. And James like,
not
no.
allowed. Off you go. You do all your best work on low HP. It's me with the sniper. The double rotate immediately. Going to be countered head on by Cadian. Is he ready for the second piece of the puzzle, though? I don't think so. Flit, back turned, will get his spoils of war and is now looking for even more onto Stair. Just keeping him back, though, the Stair. Important gunfight. And you feel like Astralis now remain back in control. VP want no more further say into that retake. The Fame will finally get the AWP, but it's down. Not quite to deny on the way out. Of course, it's James to get an exit kill.
A nice lay been given over to Electronic, perhaps. Well done from Astralis there. It didn't look good, right? Device gets a nice kill here, but then the response, you've seen two players in short, right? So they immediately decide, with three players present in middle at the start, that A is going to have those weaknesses. And as soon as James AWP gets that kill on Yabby, it's immediately go through connector. That's the gap. They find it. Gets a little scary with the flank, but Cadian does his job well enough. Equalizes his kill count from map 1. Oh, stabbed. Lead split. On the jump up. Good night.
Electronic is still here. Oh, and he's now known. I'm actually really curious about that from VP in the previous rounds. I don't know why Electronic swung and broke that setup. Because him breaking that setup just meant that Cadian knew, okay, well, the player was elevated on towards short. That means he was the player holding underpass. That means there's a way in. For Astralis, they now think there's a way in on B, but 3 players lie in wait for VP. They've read into this perfectly.
Everyone saved the AWP, and James can get here quickly. Norbert's first kill doesn't reveal the rest of them, and Electronics slides in. Device falls, that's the bomb spotted, and the bomb delivered again. Electronics doubled up. Stown and Cadian will answer back, but Norbert's still present. They should know this. Oh, now they definitely do. Stown 1v2, 8 HP. Has the information. James' presence in window noted. And Stown's managed to creep past, or at least thinks he has, but it's hard to get past the eyes of James. VP answer back in kind.
Yeah, cool round being called by James as well, because as soon as Stair gets this opening kill on towards mid, Electronic with the communication, no one's pushed. No one is here, so you got to sort of over-rotate into one of these bomb sites. VP guessed correctly. And Electronic being dynamic, coming in from short, under window. Nenta Van is the last player you expect, and of course it's Norbert buying his time to make sure that VP have got the round locked in. It's Tech9's a hero Galil for Stair and an A execute for Astralis. James, as he always is, right place, right time. Even doesn't shy away in the face of danger with those flashbangs, but it's Cadian to draw first blood. Stown's burnt alive in his own molly. There's pandemonium on A, and it's a 4 versus 4.
Bomb's allowed to go down. This is Astralis' best chance. They need success here. Jump forward, Norbert dodges it. James hits his shot. And that aggression into CT should spell the end of this round for Astralis. Cadian didn't even recover that rifle in mid. He just got away. Wanted to group up with Device, and it's all onto Device. A deagle in hand. Doesn't get to fire a shot. Fame 2 on the retake. Double digits for VP.
I'm pretty sure Stown died to his own piece of utility. I can only assume it was a molly. I'm sure we'll get it here in the replay pack. I like the idea for Astralis there, though, because you take the space really aggressively in towards mid. Cadian resets to join with Device on ramp, and if these 2 players overwhelm James, that's round on. But you never expect that player of Norbert being there with the MP9. It's VP now jumping over every single hurdle successfully on their defense on Mirage. Astralis are struggling yet again with their offense, and they keep having troubles with their investments. Another Tech9 round, another collection of kills for Flit. The adjustment is sickening on Stown. You always guarantee 1 with the Yabby Deagle, but he might be the only one left by the end of this.
The hell is Flit eating over there in Brazil? We saw that spray in Ancient as well, right? The double in donut on the edge of the smoke. That one's even prettier. That's control, baby. VP firmly with it. 2 rounds to eliminate Astralis and progress to the lower final for a chance to play on the stage once again in Rio.
You say in control, you never know with VP. Every game feels like they've won it instantly, or there's a chance for it to go and spiral into overtime. There are still chances here for Astralis. The issue is there's no safe haven at any opportunity in this first half to get Device on his signature weapon, on the AWP. Cadian can glass cannon, but I don't really think that is the best policy. Mid has been fought for tooth and nail consistently by Virtus.pro. And Astralis, when they try and go into these bomb sites, it's the quick rotates now. So how can you keep VP interested in middle whilst attempting an A play?
This execute is everything for Astralis. Presence in middle. Fame hears the drop down. They know what's coming. And he finds that first kill on the stair. Gabby answers back with a double. That's given the space in. Electronic spotted, trying to play around the edge of the smoke, and he is punished for it. Norbert tries to arrive, but Stallions flash forward. This looks so much better for Astralis. A bit of pace, a bit of an explosion, and a bit of devastation for VP.
I'll tell you what, though. That only again comes into Astralis' favor because Yabby gets a multi-kill. Because VP changed their setup. They were playing a lot more passive there in towards mid. They wanted to pressure on towards ramp. But it's that pace out of Astralis, as you said, that they weren't ready for. But Yabby needed to find those two openers. Otherwise, it's a different story. That's one round back. That's a step in the right direction. Now we need consistency. Something that has been troublesome for Astralis as of late.
Yabby's been called upon again and again. He's the one taking point in the apartments on that lurk. Does spot out Norbert, keeping him rooted there and keeping Electronic nearby. Stair active in middle. Astralis have gained a lot of space. VP playing a lot more passive in this round, knowing that if they lose it, this spirals out of control. The money is at breaking point for them. Astralis, after showing presence everywhere, are now going to group. This is going to be an A finish, most certainly. Cadian can group up with Stair and they can split.
It's interesting that Norbert hasn't had a look in towards B. Now he does it. So Electronic should be rotating momentarily. Instead, they're just going to keep that setup with the MP9 just tucked in the corner. Fame has got a lot on his plate here, especially with James delegated in towards mid. Fame is watching both ramp and palace.
These entries need to be perfection. James might be caught out, but Fame is providing support. Gets the information on more. Now you know this A split's on its way. Rotations move. Stair struggling to gain control. They've managed to get to the stairway.
20 seconds.
Time ticking. Fame tucked in. You're not getting past him. Device will trade. That's the space, but a double up in CT. Bomb needs to get planted. And Stair provides the relief. But you know the AWP is still here. You know James is still in play. And Norbert's providing chaos. The bomb denied. And VP finds series point.
And that's really clever from Fame, because again, he's the one that gets the opening kill, repositions, and then James like, don't worry. You can then now hold that play in towards Astralis coming out of connector. I will tuck. I will be the player that wins this round for VP. And it's Norbert that comes in incredibly late from underpass to do the damage into connector. And this is the one round that Astralis were hoping that VP would give them something, anything. And it's the one round the Virtus.pro give them absolutely nothing. It needs to be flawless. It needs to be 4 rounds in a row here for Astralis. They did it on Ancient. They need to dig deep and do it again on Mirage. Otherwise, they are eliminated from IEM Rio.
This is the moment. Cadian was in the head of James on Ancient. While his individual form has stepped up, the round count still remains in favor of VP and James. The missed window smoke sets up an opening frag. Yabby's getting bullied. Stan has found a timing. A big timing. And he's calling it. A site. There's an opening here. Fame. Not going to be ready. Spotted him. Surely spotted him, but it doesn't matter. Stan still connects. James holding this cross. Misses the flick. Device has found a way to get the bomb in. Cadian holding on the stairs, but not for long. An advantage for VP, but the flashbang play is perfection. Stan with another. James starts to move forward. Norbert running over, and it's a double setup to deal with. Close by, anticipates the damage done. And Norbert's afraid. Both of them with $0 in the bank. Stown finds the gap, and that is enough for Astralis to stay in the running for Rio.
Yeah, I tell you what, that was a lot of control being put forward in towards mid, even when you miss the window smoke. Astralis go back to exactly the same early stages and mid round of the previous, where they tried to get in towards A late, but this time they were given the fights that they sort of wanted. With Electronic spotting out a player in towards B out, so Jane finding the kill in towards window. That opens the door for Stown to walk out A. The timing of that flashbang in towards CT was spot on and needed to be. When one piece of utility misses, another one gives another opportunity for Astralis. And you spoke about the money. This game is by and large not done here. If Astralis win this, it's double digits for them. It's an eco for VP. It would be the full 24.
This is your moment, Astralis. Split up. Stown and Yabi over on the A-bomb site. Be poking and prodding, wanting to keep attention over here. While the rest of the team is present in B. Maybe it's all a bit of a ruse to show that presence. Device does park here with the bomb. Astralis have options. They're just hunting for that opening that sets up this round.
Yeah, and again, it's VP that aren't really going to offer up anything in terms of openers. James has to look ramp and Stown just swings him. It's another stinger from Stown on a ramp. Fame was not overlooked. And it's Stown's doubleheader to try and get the rotations away, but with 35 seconds, Norbert will find Stair. The bomb needs to evacuate. 30 seconds, that's enough time just to get there. And for VP, it's a mission on its own, a side quest of saving. And for Astralis, they need to kill every single one of these players. Cadian does not start off proceedings in the correct manner, but at least there's someone by market. Do you give this a go now in the 3v3?
Bomb's only just being planted, but the problem is Yabi's position should surely be enough to secure the round. He waits for the moment to strike, but Norbert on the swivel, but Stown in the back lines. That should surely be enough, but Electronic has made it into a 1v1. A chance here. Taking on Device, two veterans of the game. Goes by CT so he can grab the kid. Device is close by. Electronic spots him. Electronic swings. And off the back of his 1v2, VP eliminate Astralis from Rio.
You think it's going to be a save in the 3v3. There's 25 seconds left. The bomb's on its way to A, and Virtus.pro are on B. And somehow they find every single kill in isolation. Electronic gives him a shimmy. And then the fatal knockout punch. And ticket stamped on the plane back for Astralis.